on oil.
Yo, what?
Exactly.
What happened at 17 that time where we went to the back room and blowing up? What was that? Do you remember that? It was definitely in the shop of 17. I guess a compressor blew.
Nah, that was
what was going on in there?
when the whole shop flooded. You talking about?
Yeah. Maybe it was
So we had a writer.
It was your first day.
we had a writer, right? I guess he was Portuguese or Brazilian. New to the whole being a service writer. I don't know what made him come grab pliers or some shit. So he grabs pliers from me. I think my toolbox was there. He said, "Oh, you got any pliers?" I was just like, "Yeah, sure." Well, I was like, "What do you need?" He's like, "Oh, just regular pliers." Grabs it, goes into the bathroom. I'm like, "Huh?" So that already blew me. It was confused. He goes in with pliers. Next thing you know, he comes out. He's drenched in water. I'm like, "Bro, what just happened?" I popped the door open. He broke the sprinklers. Bro, the sprinkler broke. Crazy. It broke. So he's spraying water all in the bathroom. So he comes out. He can't even see me. Just soaked. And he's like, the sprinkler broke. And he's handing me my pliers like this. And I'm like, bro, what the hell did you just do? And then the shop foreman at the time, he had to go in there. He threw on goggles and he tried to turn it off. And if you don't know, when the sprinkler goes off, there's no stopping it until everything clears out.
Oh
Water
my
kept
God.
on. We had like probably a couple inches of water in the whole shop. It looked like a pool. It was 17, Route 17, Hasbrook Heights pool. It was bad. It was bad.
That was my first day. And they're like, thanks for helping us clean up the flood.
You brought this here. Get out.
Oh my God, dude.
And I was on flat rate too.
I give him, E for effort. He tried to go out of his category of working on things and touch the sprinkler.
You said
Bruh.
you saw him go in the bathroom with a pair of pliers.
But the worst thing, he asked me for pliers. I'm thinking he's gonna go back up front, maybe take a license plate or something off. He popped a U-turn and went into the bathroom.
You have to.
I'm like, I hope you're not gonna like kill yourself or something, bro. And then I'm responsible for
Pliers is not my choice of tool for
Bryan.
that.
He goes in, comes out, and he's eyes
Bryan.
closed. Yeah, the sprinkler broke. I'm like, what? Open the door. I closed the door right back. I was like, I ain't going in.
The fact that he grabbed them from you, dead face, and didn't say anything. And meanwhile, the fucking sprinklers.
It doesn't even make any sense. You were fine. And the whole shop was fine. Just 2 seconds ago, you go in there and you don't know until you literally open that door. You swing the door open, it's just white and it's just water going everywhere. And that's some stank ass water.
That's the situation when you close the door, you see the chaos, or you open the door, you see the chaos, and you just close it and like.
I'm going back to my bed, going back to what I was doing. Exactly.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, Malcolm's got a video of it. The last one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
You can see the door just creeping.
Yo, what is he doing?
He's in there in his dirty ass water.
That's his first day. Oh man.
Slowly closing the door. Oh my goodness, bro.
With the goggles.
You gotta
He's
brace
looking like
yourself.
Scuba Steve.
You gotta brace yourself.
And that's our locker room, bro. That's the bathroom and the locker room.
So hard left behind that door is the locker room. Is where we got dressed, where our uniforms dry, where we keep our shoes and all that. Yeah, so much for that.
I'm just picturing this dude calmly walking up to Bryan. Yo, you got pliers of any sort? Oh yeah, what kind you need? Oh, anything. Yeah.
So I had some needle nose.
He just walks
needle nose
back.
pliers, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, here, take them." He's like, "Okay," and then I'm thinking he's gonna cross in front of me because my toolbox literally was where everybody was recording at. So I'm thinking he's gonna go back to the front. No, he went through that door, and I'm like, so I literally look at him, and I'm like, strange. So I keep working on the car, and then I'm telling you, it was no matter more than 10 seconds. He comes back out, and he's just drenched and eyes closed and handing me my pliers back, and I'm like, what just happened? Me pushing the door open, I said, oh shit, let it go, and I was just like, yo, there's a mess in that bathroom, and that's when the shop foreman went in at that time.
It's like, I'm on flat rate. I'm not getting paid for that.
Yeah, no. That's the bad part. That's another bad part about flat rate. You pay your technicians flat rate. They ain't doing shit else.
How come you've not posted on social media That would go viral.
Yeah, you really should be
Yeah.
posting that shit.
But there's a lot. I
Yeah.
feel like there's. I don't know. I feel there's a lot of videos that we got that we can post.
You know, we should make
Dude,
an
we have
Instagram
so
called
many videos.
called some funny word about
fails.
dealership. Yeah, something like that.
Dealership memes.
Yeah,
The best is all the videos we have are like none of them of us working on cars.
yeah, definitely not.
Not a single one.
Not a single one working on cars. Like, I think maybe there's a video, one video of me working on a car. I was like standing in the engine bay of a Murano. Like,
No
that was my
engine in it.
video. Yeah, that was your video. Oh my god.
I wish we had all the videos, but because
Dude, I gotta go back.
there's the oil one.
The best
There's a
is-
lot of them.
The best is the dealerships we work at is like where the most like messed up things would happen.
Like the cars.
Like just like the oil example, like the oil shooting up to the ceiling, just like the most messed up things you'll
Yo.
ever see in a dealership.
Give me another one.
I'll give you another one.
I got one. I got
Okay,
one.
let Chris
Go
go.
for it.
Yo, it was my 4th month at Bergenfield. Massey and Rocco, what's the, you know the sensor thing in front of the Rogue Sport for people who are
ADAS?
walking? ADAS or whatever, the radar. You know it's supposed to auto brake when someone's walking in front of you because it's supposed to
Oh,
detect the
no.
person.
No,
Bro.
Nick's got a story too.
Oh my god.
I don't remember.
You know the size of the shop, right?
17.
No.
I mean,
Bergenfield. Bergenfield,
yes.
right? Rocco is going like full speed down the shop. There's who was the service writer? Mike. He walked past, but then the brake thing wasn't working. They had just this big cardboard. And Rocco just punts it across the shop. And a customer is in the waiting room.
Oh my goodness.
Bro.
I thought you were gonna say you hit Mike.
I thought it hit Mike. I thought he hit
Oh,
Mike.
you got close. I have a video somewhere about
I
it.
remember them doing the ADAS shit before they really because the dealership was so poor that they wouldn't buy the correct equipment. So they just be like, yeah, just set up the fucking mirror and then just be setting shit up like Haggard.
But I think you're crazier if you actually trust that and you're gonna stand in front of the car
That's
behind
crazy.
the car.
Yeah.
Ain't
I
no
would
way I'm
never-
standing or
I
in
would
front.
never
You're
try and
crazy.
test it that way.
I'm doing that to catch a loss. I'm doing that to catch a bag, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but you ain't catching no back at the dealership. You're just getting smacked
Yeah.
by a car.
Across the place.
Definitely ain't getting no money.
It's true.
Nick, what happened that one time with Massey?
Didn't you smack someone?
No way. No way. No way Nick hit a
Tell
ped.
Chris this shit right now.
No way he hit a pedestrian.
It wasn't a pedestrian. It was a shop foreman.
Oh, good. Keep it in the family. Keep it in the family.
Yeah, we go. Oh fuck, it's too funny. I'm reversing a Frontier, and Massey would just be on his Massey would just be on his phone, just zoned out, bro. He's in the middle of the shop, just standing there, and the car had no reverse camera, and he's short. I couldn't see him, bro. I'm just reversing, bro. I hit him. I thought I'm in a Frontier. I thought I hit an Altima, bro. That's how hard it was. I get out of the car. I'm expecting the car to be damaged. He's on the floor screaming, bro.
He said them a couple feet.
Yo, he went blind, bro. They said I turned like I'm white. They said I turned like super white after that. Bro. I was like, oh, I hit someone with a car.
He sent them a couple feet when he backed.
So you saw it happen?
I didn't see. I see him reversing. I didn't even see Massey in the middle of the shop. But it's also Massey's fault for being
In the middle of the shop.
Why you gonna text in the middle of a shop and you just gonna stand there and yeah, I love this bitch, that shit. And then you gonna end up getting smacked by a Frontier by Nick. Bro, he just launched forward and I was just like, oh shit. And then all you see is Nick come out. Are you okay?
That's the right thing to ask.
And then he just turned into like a ghost. He was just.
I was like, I am
He
so fucked. I'm so
He
fired.
just froze. I was like, oh fuck. And of course, me, I everything's a joke for me. I'm laughing hard as fuck. And then in the back of me, just like, yo, Massey, you're an idiot. Why are you in the middle of the shop? And on top of that, it's a Frontier, bro. You got smacked by the bumper and the bed. You just got launched.
I'm picturing like
That's
the
a
hardest
metal
like
bumper too.
Yeah.
so that it's like an actual BAM! Like
Yeah.
it's like that energy.
Bro, it felt like I hit an Altima. Like I thought I got up on the hood of an Altima with the pickup truck. That's what it felt like in the truck.
So you ran
Just a
him
person.
over?
That's what humans feel like then when you smack them with a car.
Yeah, I can't relate. I've never hit anybody with a car. Thank God.
Yo,
think you want
Thank
to.
God.
that was before I was there, I think. I don't think I saw it. Yeah. So then this was after you were gone, I think. You remember when that tall, lanky dude?
I already knew where we were going with the brake job.
Oh, you were there. Yeah, I know.
Wait, no, he wasn't there.
No, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because he used to come and hang out at our shop too.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, and it's better we not even mention him because
He's been around. I've seen him around.
So it was a tall dude. I think he was doing what was it? Brakes on a FX.
He was doing brakes. So he's on a lift,
This is an Infinity too.
and he's doing brakes on an Infinity.
Yeah.
Does the whole? He's a new tech, by the way. Does the whole brake job. Lowers the car down.
Just give him a structure of, so it's
Oh.
almost towards the end. So it's a lift, and then the alignment rack's behind, and then there's a brake machine there.
Yeah, this is a terrible location. There's a
bad.
lift
A
on
brake
one side of the
lane?
wall,
Yeah.
on one side of the room, and then there's an alignment rack on the other side of the room. So it's like real tight to get out. And the lathe is right there too, and a wall. There's literally a corner of a wall and the alignment rack, and then his lift on the other side.
Yeah.
So he finishes his brake job, jumps in the car, starts it up, and hits the gas. Goes back, hits the brakes, goes straight to the floor, just rams into the building,
Bro,
and
he-
the lathe, and
He
everything.
just smacked everything. It was the wall, the brake light, everything.
Dude,
and
I'm in the-
Maxie goes, "What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me!" And I'm just like, "Oh,
Dude, I'm in the parts department. I'm sitting down. I'm looking at Melvin's next to me at the computer. You just hear, boom! The whole building shakes, and I go, "What the fuck was that?" And and Melvin goes, "Someone's gonna get fired." And he's still typing, and he goes, "Someone's gonna get fired." I was like, "What the fuck was that?" I go outside, and the car's fucked. Quarter panel's fucked. Everything's fucked.
That car got totaled.
tail light."
And that was a waiter.
It was a waiter. It
was a waiter.
Was a waiter.
That was a waiter.
Getting a brake job waiter.
You're a waiter, and then you hear your car hit the building.
No, the worst is I really want to be there when a rider got to tell a customer
Yes.
what happens.
That's
Like, so yeah, we're
You
doing your
don't-
brakes.
you don't wanna be there.
No, I want to be there. I mean, I want to be
As
there.
a third party,
Yeah.
I would love to be there.
And you probably had to be there a bunch of times.
I had to be there because I ran the shop.
What's up, guys? Don't forget, we are giving away a Thrash Racing seat of your choosing. Anything from the Pro Spec Sigma to the Gamma to the Beta. We got all the seats here. We got a lot in stock, and if we don't have it in stock, you can special order it and it'll come on the next container. Every $5 spent is one entry, and Faction Motorsports branded parts and merch are double entries. So make sure you get those orders in on the website for a chance to win a Thrash Racing seat.